Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 25 online game. Today we got the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. A big week 1 matchup between two teams that met in the playoffs last year. And of course, as you guys remember last year, Kaepernick went off. He had like 170 yards on the ground and just tore up Green Bay. Made them like redefine how they played the read option, because clearly they did not have it down pat on defense there. And here we run a little option of our own. We hand out to Eddie Lacy, and look at Eddie Lacy in open field. The rookie getting some good yardage. He's getting the start. Now we got Aaron Rodgers throwing it deep to Jermichael Finley for the touchdown. I don't know why he was run committing early, but like the first few plays you see like randomly run commits. But here we kick the ball, my little pooch kick, and now he comes on offense, and he was run dominant. He loved running the ball, and it's not that hard, not that easy to stop the run in this game, especially with the new run free. Because one thing about the new run free system they implemented is the pancake blocking in this game. Here, 4th down and 7, he goes for this one right at the beginning of the game, and I had to commit to Kaepernick's running, so we ended up leaving Vernon Davis wide open. He gets a huge game. But with the new run free thing they have in Madden 25, one of the big things is they increased the amount of pancake blocks that happens throughout a game. Instead of like maybe at most 5 pancake blocks in a game, now you'll see one player have 5 pancake blocks per game, and then the next guy will have 4 and stuff like that. The pancake block is like ridiculous. And you have a good offensive line like the Niners, you'll be getting some fair pancakes. And then you got Frank Gore running the ball, and you got me throwing stupid passes like this when I had B wide open. I don't know why I threw that. And you made a nice little like turnaround there too. You got a nice little animation to turn around, grab that one, pick it off. Usually those are dropped, but unfortunately for me, it was picked off. And now I get the ball to him in good field position, and he's back to pounding the rock. And I got to worry about Kaepernick's running ability too, so that just makes the Niners tough to play against this game. Of course, as you guys know, I'm still like on an 0 against the Niners in this game. We're looking to break that so far. I like what we're doing on offense, because on that 3rd down pass, we had a guy open. I just made the wrong read. And here, I'm just rolling out Rodgers here, because I have nothing. Pass rush eventually gets through, so we reset. We come out in 5 wide this time, looking to just dissect the defense, just die down the pass rush a little bit by getting some nice completions early in the game. We run hurry up, come back in 5 wide, except for this time we can't find anybody, and the 3-man pass rush of the 49ers is pretty beast. They'll block shit in like 3 seconds. You don't find anybody. Here we find somebody before those 3 seconds come up, and that's James Jones. Good 27-yard gain. Still running the 5 wide, I believe. I think I'm running some hurry up in this drive too. We find this dude Boykins, whoever he is. He gets the 1st down. Next play, dumping down the Corliss to tight end. 3-yard gain, still coming out in 5 wide. Aaron Rodgers taking off, almost getting the end zone here, not getting it. 3rd down and 1. We try to quarterback sneak it, and we still can't get in. And it's going to bring up 4th down and take Aaron Rodgers out the game. 4th down and goal. We're going for it. Shake off a tackle, and Eddie Lacy gets in the end zone. He may have Frank Gore breaking tackles on one end, but we have Eddie Lacy on the other. And you see me kick it out of bounds. It's not that I can't kick. It's that this guy apparently jacked up the wind during this game. And I didn't realize that until a little bit later. I wasn't paying attention during the kickoff. I didn't see the wind and stuff, but he jacked up the wind. I noticed he made the letter overcast for whatever reason, and he jacked up the wind. So whenever I was kicking in the corner, I was kicking it extra into the corner, ended up kicking it out of bounds like a few times in this game. So yeah, that explains why I was like just kicking it out of bounds like an idiot, because usually it's pretty hard to kick the ball out of bounds in Madden unless you're trying to. Here his drive's going on. He got the ball great field position to 40, and he's just pounding the rock right now. Look at Frank Gore shaking that one guy off, and he dives down here. One of his big things was milking clock. Ever since the end of the 1st quarter, he was concerned about milking clock. He had the idea that, he was just going to win by killing the clock. The entire, there's 38 seconds left in the 1st quarter, and the play clock had 40 seconds, and he let that entire thing drip. Same thing before the 2-minute warning. It was like 2:37 left for a 2-minute warning. He let the thing drip again. And I had to use my timeouts because he was just like in kill clock mode more than I've ever seen anybody online, He was taking this stuff real seriously. I don't take online that seriously that I'm going to milk clock. I'm playing a game of Madden. I don't care that much. But if someone's going to milk the clock, you just got to adjust to it. And here, I got to pass batted down there, bring up a 3rd down. We just throw the wheel route here to the running back out the backfield. Since he's not covering it, has nobody in the flats, brings up a new set of downs, and we might get in the end zone here. This whole milking clock strategy might not really work out for him if we get this touchdown. 16 seconds left. He calls a timeout for whatever reason, kind of helps me out, and you see he comes out in fact the only 1-man pass rush. And now that I know that, I'm going to come out in the draw play the next time. We get a good gain here, almost in the end zone. We had to call a last timeout. 3rd down and goal to 2. No timeouts. A-Rod, end zone. Finley, touchdown. Rodgers throws the touchdown. Rodgers did come back in the game, by the way, as you can see. And we tied the game up before halftime. That was pretty big because he does get ball at halftime. And right before the half ends, he can't really do anything. Just threw it to Davis after I tried to send a blitz, try to kill Kaepernick there. But that takes us to the second half here. And he's running the ball. He's actually running the kick return out here early and gets a good gain to the 42. I actually kick it inbounds so far. I think that's the last time I kicked it inbounds. The rest of them go out of bounds on the kickoffs. But once again, pounding the rock, pounding the rock, pounding the rock. Packers don't have the greatest run defense, and I don't have the greatest run defense. And with the 49ers run offense, that'll combine for stuff like this. Frank Gore shook that one guy off, like bobbled his head. Like nothing happened there. And look at that. Look at these ridiculous horse collars that happen in this game. That kind of bugs me. How some crazy horse collars happen in this game, they don't call it. Like, there's no horse collar in real life. Everybody learned from the TO situation. I think it's the Roy Williams rule. You can't do that kind of stuff. But we're pounding the rock in the second half. Even though we're the Packers going against the Niners, we're pounding the rock. And look at little Harris going all the way here. 76 yards, touchdown, shook off a tackle. So when he's, trying to break tackles with Frank Gore, we're breaking tackles with our running backs. You might not expected that much from Lacey and Harris, but they are doing it nonetheless. I brought Harris in during the second half as a change of pace back from Lacey from time to time. I would alternate them depending on who got tired and situation in the game. This play, 3rd down and 5, is pretty big. We come out of man and he can't find a single person. Just try to run a bunch of wheel routes, and before he could reroute that guy completely, Clay Matthews sacks him, and he has to punt this one because it's 4th down and impossible. So we come back on offense and we are back to pounding the rock. Even though we're playing against the 49ers, I'm not going to be afraid of running the ball because I got to at least try it, and it's working right now. Even 3rd down and 3, we come out running the ball. Even when he might not expect it so much, we continue to pound the rock. Here, you kind of expected it. You see, he run commits, because after a while, I'm just running this one power, this one strong power. I think I explained earlier in the Texans game. Those 3 running plays, I've just been working with that. And 3rd down, look at Green, man. He just trucked, I think that's, I don't know what 25 is. Might be Brock, one of those cornerbacks. Just trucked them out the way. And now we bring Harris back in. Harris's speed, he's fresh, and he's trying to get the edge here, but cannot. Brings up another 3rd down, and this time Harris gets hurt. 3rd down and 3, we're looking. We had the tight end. Who can I get the 1st down? Suffers a big hit, and 4th down and 2, we go for it, and we run the ball again. Harlison overcommits there, and we're able to get the 1st down. He had a guy coming, but thankfully, we were able to get the 1st down. Move the chains again, and look at the clock here. I'm not intentionally burning clock, but the clock is dripping down and down and down during this drive. Here's 3rd down and 4, and another 3rd down conversion to Green out the backfield. Second time he's gotten a 3rd down conversion. This time he didn't have to truck anybody. Now we're back to running the ball, pounding the rock. Then we come out passing on 2nd down, throwing a little curveball out here, and we get the 1st down. And look at that clock, 1:54 left. Our drive is taking forever with the amount of 3rd downs, and now he has to start using his timeouts here because I can milk the clock. 2nd down and 9, we call it a screen pass here, but we get nothing. Now 3rd down and 10, we might not get a touchdown here. We might have to settle for the field goal, so we're looking and we throw it right at him with Patrick Willis there, and Jermichael Finley ends up getting the touchdown with 1:41 left. Unfortunately, I kicked the ball out of bounds again. At this time, I knew about the win. I just still kicked it out of bounds like an idiot, I guess. But nonetheless, he has to drive downfield to try to tie this game up, and so far, so good. Had the time, like about a minute left, and he is already at about the 30-yard line. You see Frank Gore shaking off a tackle from Hayward there. 2nd down and 1. Play action here. Kaepernick rolling out. Kaepernick cannot find anybody. Throws it away. 3rd down and 1. Play action again. Kaepernick looking again. Trying to scramble. Cannot find anybody. And he has to throw it away again. Now 4th down and 1. We can get a stop here to end this game. Frank Gore on the pitch. He gets the edge. Frank Gore to the 15. Almost all the way to the 5-yard line. Now here we go. 5 yards away from tying this game. Colin Kaepernick steps up out the pocket. Kaepernick tackled by AJ Hawk at the 1-yard line. No touchdown. He's running hurry up. He has no timeouts, and he's got to get in the end zone. What is he going to do? Clock winding down. 10 seconds left. This could be the last play. Kaepernick looking. Kaepernick in the pocket looking to take off. Throws it, and he finds Anquan Bolden. Touchdown Niners, and he's going for a 2-point conversion to try to win the game. Here we go. He's going for it all right now. Frank Gore run in. Touchdown Niners, and he grabs the lead with 6 seconds left. Squibs the ball here, but he squibs it to midfield. Costly mistake by him. 4 seconds left for Aaron Rodgers to try to create a miracle. We're just motioning people out, do whatever we can. Aaron Rodgers thrown it into coverage and gets intercepted. That will do it for this game. Clock burns out. We could not do anything about it. Anyways, he would have been able to kneel the ball, and we ended up losing this game. Tough game to lose there because we had it at the end there. We just gave it up on defense, and Anquan Boldin made a nice catch, and then he just ran in with Frank Gore. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. That's just the way it goes, and sometimes you lose those heartbreaking games, man. But it was still a good game, so leave a like in the video because it was a great game if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more Madden 25 games, and I will catch you guys next time.